My name's Emily Jackson, and today I want to talk to you about the mental load. If you're enjoying these videos, be sure to give us a thumbs up or comment or share some things you want to see from us. We'd love to hear what you're thinking or what you'd like to see. So definitely leave us a comment and let us know just below, and let's get back to the video. So often as parents or mothers, it can be very hard to want to commit to going camping or adventuring and doing these things when you're already balancing so much with your own personal mental load. Being a parent is challenging. You have to think about so many different things all of the time. There is no break. There never really will be a break. So how can we choose to do the hard things and give ourselves a little bit of a break if possible? Tip number one is to assign specific roles for you or your partner or even a friend. So my husband and I, we make sure that that person, even every single day, gets a full disconnect from being totally overwhelmed within the household. My kids are homeschooled, we're together all day long, every day. So it's really important to me that every single day, my husband encourages me to go out on a walk. And the reason why is because during that time, I get to break free. I'm no longer taking full care of the children. There's nothing that I need to do. It's about me and my own mental health. So I'm able to go out and just be alone, and that really brings down the mental load. If you're not scheduling time to alleviate mental load, you're probably gonna feel overwhelmed for majority of your time, all your time. I know that if I don't get scheduled me time, even on a daily basis, I burn out very quickly, and I have a very hard time saying yes to adventure because I feel so thin already. I feel so worn out. Another thing to think about when you're assigning people to help alleviate or watch your kids or take care of something so that way you can break free of that mental load is to think about who you want to ask to help you out. So for us, Nick and I travel a lot, so it's very inconsistent as far as having the same babysitter or the same person that we rely on all the time. What that's done is it allowed me to find a few close friends and been like, it's really important to me that my kids have experiences with you and that they have time with you. And if that's important to you also, do you think we could plan some time where you guys get together without us? This has been amazing for my husband and I because we get time alone. Our kids get time with people that we love and we know will be good influences on them. So this is something that's really important. Don't only rely on your significant other to help alleviate that mental load. Also look for people that you think would really improve your kids' quality of either education or influence. People that you think will influence them in a positive way. People that you love being around. Happy birthday.
Cheers.
The next tip for alleviating the mental load is to, one, it was to make sure that you schedule breaks and me time, but two, the next tip is to think about what makes you happy. So if you're always doing things for another benefit, like for example, if you're only ever running or walking because of the physical benefits of it, it's not really always filling your cup up. So really take a minute to think about what fills your cup up, because when you take time to do that, it's gonna make the mental load and everything else you're trying to tackle feel a lot lighter because your cup is now at a point where you can give from it. So definitely make sure that you're filling your cup up first, because you can't fill everyone else's up if you're not taking care of your own. The third and final tip that I have is to make sure that when trying to alleviate your mental load, that you know that it's totally okay to feel overwhelmed with it. So for all of us, I think often it's really easy to try to be thinking about everything and hold everything at a level or a standard that's very challenging. And so just recognizing this and recognizing that it's okay that you do that and it's okay that you're struggling with it is really powerful. So often people don't talk about it. Like, how does everyone balance all of these things with their kids or their adventures? And I'm guilty of that too. People look at me often as well and they think she goes kayaking, she has a TV show, she does all these things. How is she not just burnt out every single evening? And the truth is just starting to talk, vocalize about it. Like, yeah, I do all these things, but some days are really hard. by finding that relatability and being able to communicate about it, we get really creative and we come up with solutions, and often I find I get so much more help. If I don't vocalize that I need help, it's often rare that it just comes to me. There's nothing falling out of the sky saying, here, Emily, let me help you. So this is the same for my own personal relationship with my husband. This is the same for me. It's really important, even to myself, telling myself, you need help, or what do you need help with, and writing it out. It allows me to see, oh, am I really struggling with this, or is it just perception right now? And so I think vocalizing, communicating, and just addressing the overwhelmingness of the mental load is something that's really empowering. So my 3 things for addressing your mental load are: assign help from specific people, get yourself that time, because tip number 2 is get yourself that me time, and tip number 3 is actually address the mental load. It's gonna make you feel so much more powerful, and it's gonna help you know what you need in order to feel more mentally healthy. These are all just tips from me and my own personal experience. Some things work different for other people, so I would highly recommend doing your own research and figuring out what works for you. So for me, these are things that work for me, and I'm very grateful to be in a position where I can now share it. But at the same time, it's important that you address your own needs and what you're dealing with. And if you have any awesome pointers, be sure to take a comment here and let me know what it is, so that way I can check it out and maybe learn something myself.